Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking a picture and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm in the Ramble, and there is a man, African-American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African-American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in the Ramble. I don't know.
Thank you.
I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh.
What do cows have to do with the future of trucking?
I was just meditating through the Spirit, man. And I was thinking about John the Baptist. I was also thinking about how you on the highways and hedges and you always being approached by these so-called white women, man, with this privilege, man. And thinking about that, you know, how many times these white women came up, you know, with their innocence, they fake innocence, but treachery in their heart. You know, they walk away and immediately call 911 and say things like this. And, you know, the police been up there so many times, but in their heart, the police gonna come up there and kill us, man. Or beat us up, put us in the back of a squad car because we said something that they didn't like. When I started thinking about this, I'm like, this, you know, this ain't really nothing new. This is this biblical, man. It's Matthew chapter 14. Because when you go back through history, you know, Karen, you know, wicked Karen been lying on Jake for a long time ago. A long time. She lied on John the Baptist. You know, she lied on Emmett Till. She been lying. She been getting away with these lies for so long, man. She'll lie on a so-called black man and cry, you know, just like with the brother that got shot by the so-called white woman on the couch, man. You know how she lied and said she thought that was her house, and she walked in and shot this brother on his own couch, and then she cried and played the victim, man. This ain't nothing new. This is Matthew chapter 14 and verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before him and pleased Herod. Now, these are white people. These are so-called, well, these are Edomites, so-called white people. Herod was a Roman, right? These are white, so-called white people, right? And displaying this daddy-daughter love that they have, man. You can witness this today. You know how the dad kisses his daughter in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? How the daughter can get whatever she wants from her dad because they got that type of relationship, right? This verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before him and pleased Herod, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she said, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John the Baptist's head in a charger. Now, how innocent is the so-called white woman? Now, you done dance for your stepfather, you know, your actual uncle. You know, it's actually your uncle. This is your dad's brother, right? That's sleeping with your mother. That got his eye on you. So, you know, that basically explains the so-called white people. That's how they get down. But all the things that you could have had riches. You know what I'm saying? He probably could have made you second in the kingdom. You know what I mean? All these things that you could have had, but you want John the Baptist's head to be cut off and brought to you on a plate, man. This how wicked the so-called white woman is, man. And she's not innocent. Though she cry with tears, though she act like she this, you know, this just, righteous woman, she's probably about the most wicked individual on the face of the earth. Is the so-called white woman, man. Only thing you got to do is observe with your own eyes, man. She is the one who runs the household in the so-called White House, man. She the one tell Billy what to do, right? This is verse 6. I'm gonna read it again. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John the Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and for them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison. And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. So, imagine that, man. Imagine, a so-called white woman commanding your dad, your older brother, someone you love, for their head to be cut off and brought to her, man. This was one of the most wicked things ever done on the face of the earth, man. John was an upright man, but the thing about it, when you look through history, and that's why you have to meditate on things, man. When you start looking through history and you start digging under rocks and moving sticks and, digging up dirt and things of that sort, man, you start seeing the wickedness of Karen, the so-called white woman. Emmett Till. How many brothers, man? Kanye. Look at Kanye, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to get this woman $200,000 a month for the rest. Well, I don't know how long that baby got to be. But imagine that who can afford $200,000 a month, man? So that's why the Lord said, he said certain things about these nations. I'm going to get this. It's Deuteronomy. And I know brothers, personally, man, brothers that done killed themselves messing around with the so-called white woman, committed suicide. And brothers that have nothing messing with her. You know what I'm saying? This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. It says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter shalt thou not give to his sons, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars. And that's what the Most High wants us to do ultimately, is tear down the things that they taught us to worship. The Lord is not commanding us to celebrate Thanksgiving and participate in Christmas. The Lord wants us to tear these idols down, man. The Lord want to be, top over your life. The Lord want to sit in the seat of your heart and in your mind. That's the Lord's seat. That's the Lord's throne. The Lord want to rule over you, not for you to be, building up altars of these nations, man. The so-called white man, with so-called a white Jesus in Islam. These altars, these false gods, the Lord said, ye shall destroy their altars and break down their images. Yeah, like that cross, man. Common sense would tell you that if they slew Yahushua on that tree, then why would you rep that? You know what I'm saying? Like the brother Noel say, if I shot your father with an AK, would you then start wearing an AK around your neck? No, you wouldn't do that. So why would you wear, the symbol that they slew our king on? Right? It's verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his sons, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. It's deep when you really start looking at it and thinking about it, right? This is verse 5. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars and break down their images, and cut down their groves and burn their graven images with fire. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And ultimately, that's why these people hate us, man. That's why, these people want to be like us, but it's something in them that the Lord put them that they just hate us, man. No matter how many times they try to smile and say they love you, you know what I'm saying? Even, they might trick themselves in their heart, but You know, they can't change who they are, man. They hate us, man. I'm going to get back to this. I'm going to go through some of these. Look at this. 4 black men wrongly accused of rape. You know, these are men that they done already did 50, 60 years of their life. You know, and from day one, you know, the jury knew they was innocent. You know, Karen didn't do this alone. Karen's father knew she was lying. Karen's brother knew she was lying. The jury knew Karen was lying. The judge knew Karen was lying. And most of all, Karen knew she was lying. But you can go down years and years and years and years. So-called, you know, black people, black men, effects of sexual stratification by race on official reactions to race, right? Look at this. Black people 7.5 times more likely to be wrongfully committed of rape, man. Why? Look at this, man. So I'm going to get a couple precepts. This is Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 22. And it reads, lying lips are an abomination unto the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. So lying lips, man, you shouldn't, I mean, you know, even to say something about somebody like that is treacherous. You know, because the time and the judgments, and even after this man has been exonerated, you know, he's still going to be looked at some type of way. You know, he going to be, they going to whisper, you know, when he come around, all because of these lies, man. You know, it's just wicked. It's wicked, man. Right? This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 19. And it reads, thou givest thy mouth to evil, thy tongue frameth deceit, man. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things thou hast done, and I have kept silent. Though thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I would approve thee and set them order before thine eyes. So that's what the Lord is doing, you know. He's setting us in order before these heathens' eyes, but, you know, the Most High is causing his servants to put him in remembrance of the things that's been done to them. You know, you have to cry unto the Lord. You have to bring up the sins that's been done against you. You know, this is Genesis chapter 4 and verse 10. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. So this is nothing new, man. You know, you have to cry unto the Most High so he hears you, man. This is Exodus. I'm going to get a couple more. I believe Exodus chapter 9. Hold on. Exodus 6 and 5. It says, and I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians kept in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant. Right, so the Most High, you know, he gonna hear our cry, man. So, you know, the Most High, he wasn't blind and oblivious to what Karen's been doing throughout these years, man. You got a punishment coming, you know. But I didn't want to, you know, spend too much time on it. But I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Shah. Shalom.